In today's video, we're going to be talking about Malta. So all I want you guys to do is to forget about the UK, forget about Canada, because I know most people are doing videos nowadays talking about just UK and Canada, but there's a lot of countries in Europe especially that you can immigrate to, and it's way easier and it's way cheaper than England or the UK and Canada. So in this video, I'm going to talk about everything you need to know in order to move to Malta. So first of all, where is Malta and where is it found in? Malta is the smallest country in the European Union, and the total population of Malta is less than 500,000 inhabitants. So this is a great time to actually move to Malta because there's not that many people in Malta at the moment. And as you all know, the UK and Canada are packed with a lot of people doing videos about how easy it is to move to the UK and Canada. Those two countries are packed with immigrants nowadays, and it's barely impossible to move to those countries anymore. And even if you do, it's barely impossible to survive in those countries because there's accommodation crisis in the UK and Canada. There's high cost of living in those countries. But in Malta is the opposite. So today I'm going to go through 3 ways that you can use to move to Malta with your entire family. And I'm going to list these 3 ways from the easiest to the hardest way to move to Malta. The first way is you can move to Malta by job. Yeah, same like all of the other countries you've been hearing about. The best and the easiest ways to move to Malta is through work. You get a work visa when you've been accepted by a company to work in. Then after that, once you've got that, you can come to the country and you can do your work permit, which will enable you to work in the country for as long as your permit stays. So the good thing with Malta is if you're working in Malta, most or every single job in Malta is based in English. The main language in Malta is Maltese, but English is the second main language in Malta. So if you can't speak Maltese, you can always work in Malta, you can study in Malta. Everything in Malta is in English actually. So I'm actually going to go on an online website to show you all of the jobs and how to get the jobs, which is the first way on how to move to Malta. So as you can see for yourself, there's not that many jobs, so you have to actually apply as quick as possible once you watch this video. So as you can see for yourself, most of the jobs are easy jobs and you do not need a lot of qualification to do these jobs in Malta because they actually need people to work this job. So from a delivery driver to a shop assistant manager, and as you can see, most of the jobs are in English and some are in Maltese. So for example, let's just choose a random job out of all of this job and go through the application. Housekeeping job. As you can see, it explains everything you need to do about this job. So the job is a full-time job. For any jobs that you need visa for, you have to always look for full-time jobs. Then you can see the name of the person to contact. It's a contract to hire. So once you go through the job, you see what the job is looking for. Like as you can see, they're looking just for English. All of the jobs in Malta want you to speak English instead of speaking any other languages. So they're looking for 1 year cleaner experience, and as you can see, for the education, they just want you to have a secondary school higher education. So once you have a upper secondary school education, that's all what they need and all what they want from you. Then travel required. This job does not involve travel requirements. So once you're doing this job, you won't be traveling to different part of Malta to do this job. You're just going to be based in one company and doing that. And as most jobs in Malta, you're going to see the name of the hiring manager. So this is the name of the person that's going to be hiring you, and this is how much you're going to be earning for this job. So this is just one of the easiest jobs to get, and there's a lot of different jobs that you can get in Malta. And the next way to move to Malta is through education. Yes, schooling. The schooling route is the second easiest way to move to Malta. So in Malta, there's 2 types of school. There's the private sectors and there's the public sector. So there's 2 main universities for anyone that's planning to move to Malta to think about. The first one is the National University of Malta, which is called the University of Malta, which all of the courses in that university are being taught in English. And for this university, every single course is in English, and every EU citizen can go there to study part-time free of charge, and full-time is just 600 euros for any EU citizen. And if you're not EU citizen, for most people that are watching this video, this university have one of the cheapest tuition fee you can ever think of. The tuition fee goes from 5 to 11,000 euros. And the other university is AUM, which is the American University of Malta. The American University of Malta is the easiest out of these two universities that I'm talking about to get a visa from. So once you do an application in the American University of Malta, after 1 to 2 weeks you're going to get a reply. So they're so quick to reply. So once you do an application, if you want to study a master's, if you want to study a bachelor's, or if you want to study a PhD, once you do an application in this university, you're going to get a reply maximum within 1 month. So it's so easy for you to move to Malta, as they really need people to move to the country because of the population decline, as the population is still less than 500,000 for a country that's found in the European Union. And as you all know, there's a lot of benefits of having a visa that's in the European Union. So if you get a student visa, you can use that same student visa to visit all the different European countries, which are 26 in total, and Malta is one of them, and Malta is the smallest out of these 26 countries in the European Union. So the student route is the second easiest way to move to Malta. And with the student route, you get free transportation. So yeah, if you've got a student permit to stay in Malta, you can get the bus, the train free of charge in the whole of Malta. So even though you're going to be paying a fees from 5 to 10,000 euros or for 5 to 11,000 euros, imagine all of the free stuff that you'll be getting from that. So you get free transportation to go to school, to go to anywhere in Malta, and the healthcare is actually heavily subsidized. So the healthcare is actually free for students, unless if you want to meet a specialist. So for example, if you want to meet a specialist like a dermatologist or a cardiac doctor and all of that, that's when you're going to pay a minimum, a stipend to see these doctors. But everything else to see a general doctor is free of charge once you're a student. So even though you're paying for your student visa, you're going to make out the money from all the free stuff that you're going to be getting in Malta. And the last way that you can use to move to Malta, and this is the final one, that's to move into Malta with your family, is through family reunification. So if you've moved to Malta by a job or by student visa, after staying in Malta and getting your residency permit, which is usually from 2 to 5 years after living legally in Malta and working legally in Malta, you can actually invite your family by the host of family reunification. And that host, you can invite every single member of your family. They can move to Malta and live with you in Malta. And once they move in Malta, they will have the same permit as you do. So they don't have to go through all the hustles of getting work permit or student visa. They will get anything that you've got at the moment. So please guys, look through this. I know you've been watching a lot of video about the UK and Canada, but there's a lot of countries in Europe and in the EU that you can actually move easy and cheaper compared to those countries that I just mentioned. And as always, thanks a million for watching the video, and I can't wait to see you in the next video, which is going to be posted up there.